Well, season 4 of the DP World ILT20 belongs to the Desert Vipers. It has been a long time coming, and third time is without doubt a charm. A great win for the informed team of the tournament. They've been simply superb throughout. Great individual contributions, but none more so than from their captain, Sam Curran, who was simply brilliant, especially tonight, leading from the front. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us here on Cricket Safari. Well, there is plenty happening here at the stadium. We've got fireworks, we've got some champion music. I've got a champion alongside me. Yeah, I was right in front of you there. Sorry, but do you like my dance moves,
just
Tom?
Just don't ask me to dance.
Come on, Tom, you're a champion.
Come on.
Come on, here we go. Was I like that?
No, it's not my scene. I was always someone that sat down, quietly observed.
Whatever. Wazzy Macram, Andy Flower and Tom Moody, congratulations, wholeheartedly. I think we all felt for you in the couple of times you made it to the final. To get over the line this time, what do you think was the difference that meant you got over the line this time around?
Oh, look, again, it was a strong campaign, and I think throughout the campaign we build from bottom up, really. We were pretty average, I think, in the early parts of the campaign, even though we've won games, but we were far off our best. And coming into the finals, I think the confidence was within the group that it didn't matter who had the opportunity to bowl or bat. You know, we had that trust in that person. And, you know, just an example today, we lost Halsey right at the beginning before even the match started, and that's a massive body blow when you've got a guy that's in the form that he's in. Yeah. But the team responded well. They didn't panic and they were calm throughout. Andy,
it's all about, I suppose, being able to trust your players. You've won this competition before, the inaugural one. You know what that's like. But to have the players that Tom's had, to be able to trust them in the big moments, if someone doesn't step up, you know someone else will.
Well, they have stepped up through the tournament. I know Tom says they had a slow start, but they were coming through in those clutch moments during that slow start to win 8 of your group games. 8 out of 10 games, that's an amazing record. And actually, you've been so consistent over the 4 years. I think you're getting, I mean, this is absolute well-justified reward for all of you.
Yeah.
Tom, tell us a little about that consistency, and why have you guys been so consistent, do you think, over the 4 years of the tournament?
Yeah, look, I think, as you well know, consistency on the field can only happen when you've got it off the field. And I think right at the beginning, we've been very consistent with regards to the people that have been involved from the starting position, whether that be a couple of players that we've carried from the beginning, whether it be staff. We've had the consistency of the same coaching staff, and we're very blessed to have some world-class coaches amongst our group. And just with Phil Oliver, the CEO, and his management team, there's been consistency there. So it just makes it so much easier because everyone understands the environment you're trying to create. You know, that sort of relaxed, high-performance environment where the players feel that, you know, they can go out there and play without fear. It's all well and good talking about let's play without fear and let's, you know, walk into the danger and all that type of stuff. If you don't have those strong pillars around you, it doesn't happen.
It's an interesting one because I feel like in this cricketing landscape, what we've got going on around the world at the moment, all the tournaments popping up all over the show, to get that kind of consistency from the staff and what you're talking about, that's quite rare, I would imagine.
It very rarely happens in league cricket. Nowadays, what they do, if you don't do well as a team, they'll sack the coach. I mean, coach can only tell people what to do, players what to do. They don't sack the players, they sack the coach. But consistency, like Tom explained it beautifully, that's very important. And now look at them. They won 8 to 9 games and then winning the finals comfortably. And how good was Sam Curran today? I mean, when he came out to bat today, you guys were struggling a bit, but everything was just in the middle of the bat, ease, boundary at the right time, picking the bowlers. I mean, he was phenomenal.
Yeah, look, he's a big match player.
Yeah.
You know, he welcomes big moments, and we've seen that on the World Cup stage. We've seen it in other franchise cricket around the world. So the more pressure he's under, the more he thrives. And I think that confidence really bleeds into the dressing room. Everyone sort of feels the confidence that he has. And it's a quiet confidence, but it's a presence that is very much there.
Andy, we've talked. Oh, sorry, Waz. I'll just ask Andy quickly because I want to know. You know a lot about him as well. You've watched him, his family. His batting is the thing that I think's impressed everyone most this season. The changes he's made. What are the changes that you've noticed that you've liked about his batting?
Well, the first thing I'd say about his batting is when he first started with Surrey, I remember Alex Stewart saying when they first saw him as a young man, he was bowling more than he batted. But Stewie saw the potential in him and said this guy's going to end up with a batting skill that's stronger than his bowling. And I think we're seeing that transition now. And one of the things I have noticed about his cricket is he's got more powerful. Now when he wants to hit the ball for 6, it goes for 6. So, and you can see it. When he first started, he was so young. He still had the body of a young man, even a boy. But now he's matured. He's certainly matured as a person. And his body's matured as well. And that power is an addition to his game.
And Tom, how good was Usman Tariq? Everybody, generally as a bowler, how was his behaviour in the dressing room in general?
He's been a terrific addition. And that's the beauty of having the ability to bring new, unique players in. And we had the lucky sort of opportunity to get his services, and I hadn't seen him personally live. I'd seen certainly a lot of him on TV, and we obviously got a lot of clips, but he is such a unique bowler, an absolute nightmare to face. And a lot of people have said they still today cannot read what he's bowling. So it's a really exciting time for him. It's so nice to see people like himself suddenly get shown to the world more, and look out World Cup.
Yeah, and we were discussing even in the commentary as well, it's very difficult. You don't see bowlers like him nowadays.
No.
Who pauses for so long, and batters really have to wait. And then he's got 3-4 variations. But one is this slinging arm action. He bowls googly for them. It's literally impossible. That's something very special.
Oh, and very difficult for any player to manage that type of bowling, because your rhythm is thrown out at the crease. You're so used to a particular rhythm through the crease. He gives you zero rhythm, and he hasn't still let the ball go. So you're thrown from a batting perspective. A great addition to our squad. We obviously brought him into the squad because unfortunately we didn't have Hasaranga available. He was all locked in to come in after Noor Ahmed, but Sri Lankan cricket had decided to withdraw all their players, which is very unfortunate for him and for a lot of the players, but we had the good fortune to get Usman on board.
Tom, we could talk to you all night, but we're not going to. You've got a party to attend, so we're going to let you go. Congratulations.
Do you still party?
Season. You don't have to answer that, Tom. You don't have to. It's beautiful. Take your beautiful wife out for a turn on the dance floor. You deserve it. Congratulations. Enjoy the celebrations, and we'll see you in season 5.
Thank you. Look forward to it. Thanks,
well done,
guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
What a legend. We know you can go over there. You don't have to stay here. Get in there. Look, we all know Tom. We've spent some time with him, and you know how meticulous he is with his planning. And to see it come off for him, I feel really pleased for him.
I'm very pleased for him as well. And you know, he's been around the block, hasn't he? He knows what he's doing in international cricket. He's certainly been around the block in franchise cricket for a long time, and he's an excellent leader. I'd also like to, just while we're talking about leaders, talk about James Foster.
Yes.
This will be his first win as a head coach. And I think it's brilliant.
He's a very hard-working coach, am I right?
He's a very hard-working, honest man. And
he seems very honest, which I feel like must be great as a coach.
Yeah, I think it helps set the standards in the dressing room. So I think that combination, I think firstly Tom Moody recruiting James Foster, and then James Foster getting some results but never quite getting over the line in the finals. This is brilliant that he can have this success. It'll be great for his confidence as a coach as well. And what a trio of leaders they've got there. Tom Moody, James Foster and Sam Curran. It bodes well for the future for them.
And I've worked with Tom Moody, I think 3rd season of PSL Multan Sultans. We got him as a coach. He's very organized. And that's why everything is working fine behind the scenes. Like you said, if things are organized behind the scene, both players are comfortable, everything is there, and that shows what they do on the field. It
certainly does. I'd like to talk about the bowling, because that target that we all talked about, you know, at the innings break, was it enough, wasn't it enough? Well, the Vipers bowlers to come out and bowl the way they did. Naseem Shah, I'd like to start with. What he offered tonight to help get his team across the line, what did you like about it?
Well, he's been pretty good all season. He hasn't played every game, actually. He hasn't started every game. But as the season's gone on, he's got better. Tonight, he did the simple things really well. He banged the ball hard into the deck. And it was a deck that was slow. And with that slowness, when he hit the seam, occasionally it stood up. I think that's what happened to Banton's dismissal being called at mid-on. And then he's got that very good off-cutter slower ball. It's deceptive. and you can see players being flummoxed by it. He's taken wickets with it earlier in the season. It worked for him tonight. Batsmen end up looking for the slower ball, and then he surprises them with his pace. So he's been an outstanding performer for them, and it's great to see him get those 3 wickets tonight.
It certainly is. And Wasim, you've watched him a lot over the years.
Yeah.
Is he getting better?
He is definitely getting better. His rhythm is back, and Andy said rightly so, his slow ball was difficult to pick because what him and Mustafizur does similar. Mustafizur is the left arm, he is the right arm. They're slow ball. Usually bowlers, they go up, they go open their fingers, they just run like this and just move the wrist. And it's difficult to read, especially on pitches like this. And they read the pitch very right. They weren't bowling slow balls every ball. He was mixing it up. Slow ball, Yorker, and he got short delivery, he got Pollard out. So that's what secret of his success was today, the way he bowled. Excellent bowling.
And what was David Payne's secret to his success? Because he sort of wasn't always smooth sailing tonight for him.
Well, his first 3 overs went to 10s, I think, and then he picked up 3 in an over. And he did that all through slower balls. He's got tons of experience. He's played a lot for Gloucester. These are his slower balls that we're seeing on screen now. The catching of the Desert Vipers helped a lot as well. They were excellent in the field. But he's a canny operator. He knows when to bowl his variations and where to pitch them. He's been outstanding throughout. He's been swinging the new ball, and then, as we can see now, he did the business towards the death as well.
Speaking of doing the business, we've been running a competition throughout this tournament about our commentators and who have picked the winner on the night. And you're not going to believe this. You wouldn't read about it because he did it last year, and it looks like he's gone and done it again. Ian Bishop was disqualified because he didn't reach 10 matches. So Wasim Akram, this is Zohaib Hussain, who is our head of broadcast. He's a legend, and he's going to give this to you, legend. He's the head of broadcast and production, giving it to the winner.
I hope you like the goodies in there.
I hope so. I can see the whoop there, and there is no water bottle, I see. But I will open them up. I'll post a video you guys to see. But it looks great. Thank you very much. It's an amazing feeling, actually. Twice in 2 years?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, your gut feel's working for you, mate.
Yeah, every time.
Every single time.
Thank you.
So it's all gut feel, is it? All gut feel.
Thank you, Zohaib. Thank you very much. Thank you,
You're
team.
a legend. You're wonderful. We love you. So it's all just gut feel. That's what you put it down to?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, one game I picked my Emirates here where they defended 135 or something. So yeah, there was today I picked up. I wanted to support with Desert Vipers. So even before the toss, I picked Desert Vipers. Gut feeling.
Gut feeling. Well, I followed your gut
and
feeling.
And a bit of experience, I suppose.
You might have been a bit wrong. I want to thank you so much. You're a legend. Congratulations again. You're a star. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have a look at the season on the whole. Welcome back to Cricket Safari. We're here at Dubai International Stadium where Season 4 of the DP World's ILT20 has come to a close. We have our new champions. For the first time, the Desert Vipers have beaten my Emirates by 46 runs. Andy Flower is so lucky because he's still here with me. And Darren Ganga has joined us tonight. Darren, what did you make of that final?
Well, I think we have a deserving winner. You look at what the Vipers have done all season. You can safely say that they were the best team on show. Their consistency, their ability to handle the tough situations quite early in the tournament. I think 6 of their matches going to the last over, and they being able to cross the line again shows their character as a team. They believe in their players, their processes, and even tonight, without a guy like Andreas Haus, who scored 100 in the last game against this set opposition, not playing, they didn't look like they were psychologically defeated. And that, to me, speaks volumes about how they've operated, their backroom staff and their skipper in particular. I think Sam Curran, he's carried this team on his back, not appointed as the official captain of the team, but having to take up responsibilities throughout the course of the tournament and eventually taking that role on and doing justice to it. And you just get a sense that he had an extra bit of motivation because this is his first title as a T20 captain, and he knew that, and he was able to clinch his first title in that sort of dual role as all-rounder and as a captain too.
Yeah, it was very cool, very deserved winners. Now, speaking of winners, we've been asking for your input throughout the season, and it's time to announce the winner of the Visi Smart TV Presents Jawal Dikau in Ampau contest from the previous match. So for the last time, congratulations to all our winners for showing amazing Jawal and winning exciting rewards from Visi Smart TV, a smart TV that has it all, the youth entertainment brand. So if your name is on here, congratulations, you are a winner, and it's been fantastic you getting involved with our competitions here. So what's interesting tonight is I was talking to some of the boys from My Emirates at the end of the game, and this is the first final that one of the franchises has lost since 2010. Which is not a stat, well, it's a very impressive stat. How many finals have they been in since then? But what went wrong for them tonight? Because they were very confident at the toss. They started out really confidently until Sam Curran maybe came to the crease.
Well, the first thing I'd talk about is the toss itself, because it was quite a dry pitch. And even though the Desert Vipers have been chasing brilliantly through the tournament, there might have been an argument for batting first in a final. That's the first thing I'd say. The second thing is they had a disastrous first 6 overs in the field. They didn't bowl that well, and their fielding was sloppy in the extreme. So it's not that they dropped catches, but they were letting balls through their legs. There were overthrows, there was 4 byes. And it was just such a sloppy start. It was so bad, in fact, that Captain Pollard had to pull them in after 2 overs and say, look, what the hell's going on here? We need to pull our socks up. So that contributes to a feeling of, well, this might not be our night. And you don't need those feelings of doubt, and you don't need that loss of momentum. And they lost momentum from the start of their fielding innings, and they could never drag it back. They got 2 wickets in the power play, which gave them a little sniff, but then there was this partnership of 86 between Holden, who's been so good so consistent through the tournament, and Sam Curran, who's obviously the leading batsman in the tournament and the leading player generally.
When you look at and it was a bit uncharacteristic from the 5-6 games we've seen in the lead up to this, that start, what would you say? I loved Pollard pulling the crew in after 2 overs. I think that was important. I think it was a real great showing of leadership again for him. For you, when you look at it and this unit, was it a case of maybe getting the, oh no, is it not our day? Is it not our day? Because that must catch like a cold, I imagine, in a group when that sort of thing starts to happen.
Yeah, and I also feel that tactically, if you reflect on this game, you can probably say that Pollard could have done a few things differently. When you look at this Dubai International Stadium as a venue, you knew that seam with the new ball and that ability to swing the ball is always an effective tool in the first 6 overs. He went heavy spin. Unlike what we saw from the Vipers, it was all seam in that power play phase. So tactically, he could have done a few things differently. I'm not quite sure if he had to invest in so many spin overs. Again, it's about the resources that he's got available to him too. But I feel that the conditions, although it was dry, it was conducive for seam bowling and bowlers who could impart the cutters and the slow balls and use it effectively. So that is where I felt they struggled with the bowling side of things. And then when you look at the run chase, you see Krishnamurti batting where a Nicholas Pooran would have batted. And that, to me, is where they kind of lacked a bit of depth and experience in this chase. Pollard had to play a sort of innings like Nicholas Pooran, which is very unlike Pollard being his best. So maybe the timing of the entry points of Pollard, Romario Shepherd was a bit off, but they tried their best in the circumstances. Both Pollard and Shakib Al Hassan tried to keep them in the hunt, but in that 17th and 18th over, Kuzaima and Payne really just closed the deal for the Vipers.
Absolutely, but there's still no doubt I think the 2 best teams of the tournament were here in the final tonight. So when we reflect on the tournament as a whole, season 4, and Andy, you've been here for the whole lot, be it coach or now here with us, was there any great particular find, do you think, for this tournament? We have often unearthed great new players, and we're seeing that. Is there anyone that stuck out for you?
Well, I would go talk about Sam Curran firstly, because what he has shown, not only as an all-rounder, but particularly as a captain, this could be the start of a captaincy career for Sam Curran. And then I'd also look at the UAE players. Mohammed Wasim, Khuzaima Tanvir, and Ajay Kumar, who played for the Knight Riders, left-arm swing bowler. He was outstanding. To see the growth of those UAE players and hopefully the growth of some of the Kuwaiti, Saudi players that were also in the squad, I think that's a great reflection on the organisers of this tournament.
Best tournament yet?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, this is, I think, my third tournament, third or fourth. Fabulous. The growth, the progression, the crowd, the atmosphere here. Simply sensational.
Simply sensational. You boys are brilliant. I love and appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for joining us for the duration of Season 4 of the DP World ILT20. We will be back for Season 5. You have a great next couple of months and we'll see you really soon.
The DP World Countdown, Season 4, on its way. Let's play. One-hander, real game changer. Andreas Haus.
Swatted. Yes, well done, little juggle.
That's gone. Rodman Powell, and it goes all the way.
We're going to have a super over. We've never had one in the history of the DP World ILT20.
The Vipers, their steel victory from the jaws. Jahangir, and he bowled him on 99. 6 consecutive wins. Vipers, they've qualified for the playoffs.
Magnificent work.
Oh, my goodness, that's a mighty blow.
They have now qualified for the playoffs for Emirates.
They've been in the playoffs every season. Pepper continues to march on.
Magnificent 100.
Desert Vipers into the final. They've gone past the eliminator. My Emirates into the final.